Yeah, this is Ram Babu. I have almost 10 years of IT experience as a DBA. Initially, I have started my career as a developer, Teradata developer. First 6 months, I have worked on Teradata developer. Later, I have migrated into DBA part. While I was working for GE client, just 1 minute. Yeah, this one actually, initially I worked for GE client. By the time itself, I get a chance to work on multiple projects. At the same time, almost I have supported for 6 technologies. So primary skill is PostgreSQL. Almost 2013 only, I have started my career as a PostgreSQL DBA. Later on that, I get a chance to work on multiple technologies like Hadoop, Greenplum, Cassandra, for the first 3.5 years like that. Later, I have moved to IBM. By that time, I have started working on PostgreSQL, MySQL, and this one Oracle as well. Later, I moved to here actually outside of India. So that company, it's pure PostgreSQL plus MySQL. Almost 4 years, 4 years experience I have in MySQL. But coming to PostgreSQL, 10 years, almost 4 years spent on MySQL end to end actually. Everything from like MySQL, like PostgreSQL, I spent end to end on MySQL implementation as well from scratch. How to install, before installing, how to choose the environment, how to design, how many number of databases required, schemas, number of users, number of connections, kind of applications, these kind of area. End to end implementation I have involved in MySQL as well. I have a very sound experience in MySQL 5 series, at the same time 8 series as well. Both the series I have worked. Similar product, same as MySQL, we have MariaDB as well. I have a good experience in MariaDB as well. As part of this training, almost it will be like around 30 days actually. Daily 1 hour only I can take. Even Saturday, Sunday also 1 hour only. Every day, evening 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. IST timing. And one more thing, daily I will provide recording video plus notes as well. Video you cannot download. I will give only read-only permission. Notes you will get a download permission. Notes you keep it with you. And one more thing, notes will contain each and everything like a SOP. Theory part, at the same time practical. I will take the output from Putty. Each and every command will be there. It's not like a copy paste. At the same time, SOP. For example, if you are going to implement one task, if you are going to perform database upgrade, or else if you are going to perform maintenance operation on the database, or else you need to build a replication, you need to perform failover. These kind of activities real time before implementation will prepare the SOP, right? Order to follow the process to implement actually. We'll prepare SOP document. So each and every concept will be like SOP. I need to check these are the prerequisites. This is the activity implementation steps. These are the post implementation checks. Like that, I will give each and everything. Okay. So this is from my side actually. I can give from my side this one. And one more thing, if you miss any session, next month again batch will be started. Maybe August 16th, I will start the next batch actually. That batch, whatever the classes you missed, you can able to attend those missed sessions only. Okay, I will not allow other than that. And one more thing, mostly you can reach me on WhatsApp only. Direct call will not work. WhatsApp call only. Okay, WhatsApp call or either mail, up to you. You can reach. Just a minute. First 1 or 2 days, little bit disturbance will be there. People will come actually, so little bit disturbance will be there. As part of this training, I'm going to cover few things. What are the things I'm going to cover as part of this training? I will explain first. Later only, I will jump into the syllabus part. First thing, MySQL introduction I will give you. Why MySQL? How MySQL came into the market? Who built it? In which year they built it? What is the main reason? behind MySQL. Earlier it is not a MySQL actually. It's a this one actually. Initially they implemented ISM. That is the database name, initial database name. They implemented for separate purpose. What purpose they implemented, how they take over, how the name comes, how the logo comes, that all the details I will explain. Just for your knowledge purpose. It is not good for interview, but just for knowledge purpose, you should aware each and everything actually. Internals you should aware. That part actually I will cover in this introduction section. Later, I will directly jump into the MySQL architecture. MySQL also, we have actually three components. One is client-side architecture, how the clients are accessing database server, how the connectivity happening to database server, that part we will see. Once your request reaches to operating system, on MySQL server side, how it is getting your request, how it is performing security related things. Like in PostgreSQL, we have a PG underscore HBA. In Oracle, we have TNS, right? In the same manner, MySQL also, we have a concept, host-based authentication. We will see that how MySQL achieving host-based authentication. Once connection is authorized, how it is proceeding with the next steps, that one we'll see. Up to this layer, client connection and server side authentication part will be done. Later, storage layer architecture. In MySQL, the way we are storing the data, the way we are handling the data will be divided as a engines actually, storage level engines. That engines, how the data flow will happen between engine to engine. One kind of engine will handle data in one manner. Another kind of engine will handle the data in another manner. What are the physical files there in the storage layer? These kind of things I will explain. This complete MySQL architecture, if you listen this one carefully, you will come to know overall idea. Okay, the flow is happening from starting point to ending point until query execution. This is happening. These are the internals. You will get a almost one overview. Later going internal up to your based on your capabilities actually. After architecture, before proceeding with installation, again I will help you to do the Linux server setup in your machine, VMware. If you are a PostgreSQL student, my batch student, I think already you might have the VMware, right? VMware. Now what I am doing actually, in addition to Linux on your machine, I am covering this MySQL in AWS RDS as well. That is the value added thing. Normally I will teach in on-premises. At the same time, AWS RDS, how to create the MySQL instance, how to upgrade it, how to build the replica, okay, how to do the point in time recovery, these kind of things we will see in Amazon RDS as well. So what I will do here, VMware setup I will explain in the local machine. At the same time, Linux machine creation in the AWS EC2. That one also I will explain. Sometimes if I do the Linux setup in on-premises, that means in your laptop will become slow. That is the reason, to avoid the conflicts, everyone create a one free account, free AWS account. I will help you how to do the free account. It will be valid for 1 year. 1 year you can use like anything. Monthly 750 hours, okay? It's a free. You no need to pay anything. That part I'll give you. Later, I will jump into the MySQL installation part actually. Like we have other databases, we have a source code and yum installation, right? In the same manner, MySQL also we have two types of installations. One is yum installation. Some people will call it as a RPM installation. Some people will call it as a package installation. That one I will explain, and how to uninstall. That is the main thing actually. Most of the people, they aware only installation. They don't know how to uninstall. Uninstallation is the main thing. If you get a situation to uninstall, don't remove blindly. RM-RF, that binaries folder, RM-RF software folder, right? Lot of people will do like that. Don't do like that. Don't recommend. It's that approach not recommended. Later what it will do, you know, it will completely spoil your server environment is there, right? Lot of orphan files will be there, which are having no dependency, nothing is there. Orphan files will be there. So to avoid that kind of situations, we'll go with a proper uninstallation approach. Actually, this is, if you go with the RPM, everything one click installation, nothing in your hands. Everything will be completed. Actually, installation will complete, data directory will create, root password will be generated, services, simply you need to start the services. That's it. You don't know what is happening in backend. So we have another installation, generic binaries installation. We will call that a generic binaries installation. It is a Linux package, tar file, just like our source code. Okay, this is also one step installation, but we need to create few things. Service file we need to create, we need to start the services, we need to enable auto startup, these kind of things we need to perform, like PostgreSQL source code. If you do this one, you will get enough knowledge, end-to-end knowledge. Okay, installation will work like this, service file will be useful like this. In this scenario, that everything you will get a more knowledge. If you go with RPM, it's a limited. Okay, yum installation, just I'm doing like a one click, I don't know what exactly happening. Okay, we will see both installation and uninstallation, both the types we'll see later. After installation, actually managing services, how to start service, how to stop, how to restart, these kind of things we will see. At the same time, actually understanding of conf file, my.cnf file. In PostgreSQL, we have PostgreSQL.conf file, and in Oracle we have a p file, right? At the same time, in MySQL we have a conf file name called my.cnf file. It is just like a Oracle p file. That means parameters will not be present in the conf file. Whatever the parameters you want, right, you need to add that parameters. If you have a knowledge on Oracle, you might aware of this one. Actually already Oracle p file empty, whatever the parameters you need to add other than default, right? Whatever the parameter you need to add that parameter, you need to update the value. But PostgreSQL not like that, right? Default your configuration file with 360 parameters, that conf file will be there. Whatever the value you want to change, you can change it, easy for you. Here little bit tricky, we need to identify the parameter, then only we can place the parameter in conf file. We will see that where exactly it is locating, how to make changes, what are the modules. My.cnf will contain some modules, actually client module, server module, some modules is there. That one I will explain. Okay, later. By default, it will generate a temporary password for root user. Any database super user will be there. Oracle SysDBA, PostgreSQL, Postgres user, MySQL, super user will be there. That super user is root user. Don't think like a MySQL super user. Okay, they have a super user root. Username is root. Actually, default installation will generate temp password. For the first time logging itself, it will ask for the reset, mandatory reset. In 8, MySQL 8, they made it like a mandatory reset. But in actually until 5, it is not a mandatory reset. You can use the temp password as it is. That one we will see. How to update the root user password and all we'll see. Later, once installation services part done, I will explain actually in MySQL how the file system. Where is the binaries locating? Binaries means executables, right? What are the utilities we are going to work on our day-to-day basis, like for taking dump, for connecting to the database, to perform the maintenance operations. Okay, some kind of things actually to start the services. What are the utility files are there? We will explain where exactly those utilities are locating and where is your data files. The main thing, if any server up and running means data files will play key role, right? So where exactly data files, its audit log files, its index files, its table spaces files, everything, each and everything, where exactly it is locating, each file for which purpose it is using, what are the limitations, how the transaction log will be generating, what are the limitations of transaction logs. These are all the things I will cover in MySQL file system and physical structure, and next concept data directory explanation. In the data directory explanation, both will come actually. Files physical structure is there, right? Both will become as part of data directory explanation. Keep it mute, please. Next thing, host-based authentication. Each and every user cannot connect to the MySQL. If someone want to access MySQL server, definitely his client IP address should be whitelisted in MySQL part actually. Then only he can able to connect from the so and so client IP like PostgreSQL, HBA file, like Oracle TNS entry. Here we have host-based authentication. Once authentication part done, I will jump into the logging. Logging actually like PostgreSQL and other databases. PostgreSQL, if you see, only one log file to record error message, to record audit message, to record connection entries. Each and everything will be one file only in PostgreSQL. But if you see Oracle actually audit file is different. Alert log is different. Trace file is different, right? 3 files are there. In the same manner, in MySQL actually, I have 3 kinds of logins. One is slow query log. If you mention more than 1 minute, if any query taking execution time more than 1 minute, I want to record that log file. That one I will call it as a slow query log. All the slow query logs based on the given timestamp, it will be recorded in one log file. That is, I will call it as a slow query log. Second thing, only error messages. Any query failed or something is error message, that kind of error messages will be recorded in one more log. That is error log. I will not bother about error message. I will not bother about how much execution time it is taking. I will not bother. Both the things, all the things in a bulk, I want to see in a one log file. That is general query log. Okay. Total 3 kinds of logging is there. That 3 we will see. After that, MySQL transaction log management. See, transaction log, each and every database, without transaction logging, nothing is possible. Correct, right? So for example, if any of the database, if it is not recording or not maintaining transaction logs, what will happen? Any impact is there? If any database not managing or maintaining transaction logs, any impact will be there?
Yes.
What is the impact?
If any loss of data will come, then
So first thing, recovery not possible. If something went wrong, suddenly my server crashed, recovery not possible. Second thing, I cannot able to build the replication. Correct, right? How the replication will be there? For high availability purpose, I will build a replication, one master and standby. From master to standby, who will copy? Transaction logs will be copied to make both the servers sync, right? So if there is no transaction log concept, how can I make an extra copy? I cannot make extra copy, right? So no replication. If no replication means no high availability, no disaster recovery. Correct, right? Nothing is possible if there is no transaction log. Okay. Transaction log means it will collect all the transactions information, each and every transaction information. What time transaction done, what operation performed, these kind of all the details will be recorded in the transaction log actually. Okay. After that, I will cover what is the size of transaction log, how frequently it will generate, these kind of details we will see in transaction log management. Later, I will jump into the database connectivity, how to access MySQL database. Okay, so like we have PSQL client interface, like we have SQL plus client interface in Oracle. In the same manner, MySQL also we have client interface, MySQL. Okay, that connectivity I'll show you how to connect to specific database with specific user, how to access the database server. We will see that. Later, once I connected to the database, I will cover the object management. As part of object management, how to first thing, before creating user creation and all, I will show you the flow. List of databases, how to access specific database. Once accessing the specific database, how to list out, how to display the list of tables, list of functions, list of triggers, list of views, these kind of things. How to list out the users. Okay, these kind of details. First listing part we will cover. Later I will jump into the creation part. Database creation, user creation, tables creation, okay, views creation, these kind of things we will see. At the same time, management as well. Once database created, how to alter the database, alter the user, okay, alter the objects, those things also we will see. Later, once object management completed, I will cover the metadata tables. This is very, very important. Any database, metadata tables, you should have a proper knowledge. Without proper knowledge on the metadata tables, it's little bit headache as a DBA. So as a DBA, you should aware what are the metadata tables. Metadata means data about data, right? How to find out list of tables, how to find out list of functions, list of triggers, list of databases, list of users, grants of users. Okay, what are the grants assigned to user, from which IP addresses connection is allowing for specific user, and how to reset the password, whether user password is valid or expired. Okay, which table created with a which storage engine, how many primary keys, how many foreign keys, what are the list of constraints are there, okay, whether replication is running or not, how much replication lag is there, these kind of things. When was the tables last optimized, when was the last analyze operation, when was the stats updated, when was the repair done, these kind of these kind of details, actually everything, each and everything depends upon metadata tables only. So for that, definitely you should have enough and sound knowledge on the metadata tables part. If you know metadata tables, definitely you can play with MySQL. Okay, later, once metadata tables part done, actually as part of object management creation, I will keep the create table separate. Why I am saying, especially create table. Table is the physical object, right? In any database, not only Oracle or PostgreSQL, not only MySQL. Anywhere, table is the physical object. It will occupy storage. So mainly whatever the operations we are performing, based on the data only we are performing. In MySQL, the way you are storing the data, the way you are operating the data, based on these things, they have divided engines completely. Those engines are, one is MyISM. MyISM is one engine, InnoDB, memory engine, CSV, archive engine, merge engine, and federated and black hole. These all are different types of engines in MySQL, storage engines. For example, if I go with a MyISM, actually it's just like a distributed data, not like a, it is not suitable for transactional data, transaction management. Okay, like OLTP, it is not suitable. For OLAP kind of operations, MyISM is suitable. Complete transactions, if you want to handle the data in transaction mode, like a OLTP transactions, InnoDB is good actually. If you want to do for reporting purpose, memory engine is good. If you want to go with a, most of the times, reporting purpose, reporting means I want to export the data into Excel formats. In that case, I can go with a CSV. If I want to compress the data, I can use archive one. If I want to combine two engines together, I'll go with a merge one. Like that, actually we'll see one by one each and every engine. I will explain what are the advantages, what is the behavior, in which scenario, for which table, which kind of storage engine I need to assign. At the same time, if required, how to change the engine of a specific table. Okay, right now my table is having MyISM engine. I want to change the engine, that one, the table engine I want to change. How to alter the table. Okay, that part we will see, each and everything I will cover. Practical example, with practical example, all the engines I will cover. Okay, later. Table space management, this is common, everywhere it is common actually. Our objects will be sitting under specific location. How the specific location is defined? Hey, whatever the table I'm creating, the table available in the specific location. How it is going to the default location? Table spaces are playing key role where my objects are sitting. Okay, that part we'll see. How to create a table space, how to assign table space to the respective database, we'll see that. Later, sometimes we will get a requirement running multiple MySQL instances in the same server. This is very common actually. by default, MySQL running with 3306 port, okay? Default, like port PostgreSQL 5432, Oracle 1521, right? In the same manner, MySQL running with a 3306 port. So if I want to run another instance, different data directory and different port is enough. We will see that within the server, multiple instances we will start. Later, actually, the main key role, security and access control. This object creation, user creation, these are all anyone can do. How you are achieving security in the database? That is the main thing. So for that, under security and access control things, I have actually how to create the usernames and how to manage its password. That is the main challenge. Main challenge in MySQL. They given lot of options. Not even you aware in Oracle and PostgreSQL, you have not seen that many options. That many number of options they given for users and passwords managing and privileges. What kind of grants that so and so user has. And we have one more option called grant tables. Don't think like a grant table means select insert update is there, right? Don't think like that. One option is there, grant tables actually. How it will play key role in users password related matters. Okay, that one we will see. And one more thing, how to specify the specifying account names and specifying role names. That one we will see. And one more thing, once connection established, how to check which user connected, when connected, these kind of details we will see. And one more thing, assigning privileges. Now assigning privileges means select, insert, update, delete on so and so object or so and so database. How to drop the accounts. Okay, how to use the roles. This part will come as a direct access rights. Grant, select, insert, update, delete on so and so database to so and so user. That is direct access right. But if you go with the direct access rights, more number of entries will become actually entry. Each, for example, in one database, I have 100 tables. If 100 tables, if I'm giving grants 100 lines, another 100 users asking for them again 100 times, again 100 times. To avoid this headache, what I will do? Simply, I will create a role. For that role, I will assign set of privileges. I will grant that role to other users with single line, with single entry. That user will get required privileges, right? Later, account categories. In users also, we have few categories. We'll see that. And one more thing, actually, sometimes I can do partial revoke as well, not complete permission revoke. I can partially do the revoke. And one more thing, even though you given grants, even though you revoked grants, immediately it will not reflect like PostgreSQL and Oracle. We need to do some operation. Flush tables, one operation is there. That one I will show you how to do that operation to affect the privileges. Okay, later password management. If one user has the password, if he is connecting to MySQL database, he is getting error. Okay, he is getting error. So how to make sure whether user is using correct password or not? How to make sure? Can I get any encrypted format password to make sure? That options we will see. If any user connecting with the wrong password, immediately I will log into the database and I will check. I will ask the user, hey, what password you are using? For example, if he is saying password is rom123, that rom123, I will generate the encryption. I can get the encrypted format. If generated encryption password and my metadata table contain already password. If both are matching, then only this guy is using correct password. If both are not matching, simply I can say, hey, you are using a wrong password. That flexibility not there in PostgreSQL. Oracle also not there. MySQL only I have that flexibility. If user given password, I can generate encrypted password. I can compare with the existing password. Okay. That password management we will see. And one more thing, if password expired, if account locked, what will happen? And setting resource limit. How many connections from max connections from user? How many wrong login passwords, login attempts he can do? How many times wrong password he can enter? These kind of things we will see. Some resource limitations we will see that. Okay. After that, you are aware. Everyone will look for this one only. Backup and restore, right? Without this, none of the database will survive in the current market. Not only current market, everywhere actually. Without proper backup and restore, database will not survive. Sometimes data migration, sometimes ad hoc restore, sometimes for data safety. So definitely we need a backup and recovery strategies. We will see both logical backup and physical backup, different scenarios we will see. Okay, and that recovery strategies as well we will see. Sorry, keep in mute. Just a minute. So this one actually with using MySQL dump, how to take the backup, and with MySQL how to restore it, we will see that. Later with physical backup, how to do the point in time recovery. Point in time recovery I told already. For example, you have taken today morning full backup, morning 6 o'clock, but one guy created a table at 7 o'clock. The table dropped suddenly at 8 o'clock. To restore the table not existed in the backup, right? So only option is I need to go for that full backup restore, plus on top of that I need to apply my transaction log files until the specific time to do the recovery. That part we will see how to achieve the point in time recovery in MySQL. Later we will jump it into the maintenance activities. This is main thing to keep your database safe and secure. If any table corrupted, if any table statistics are became old, okay, these kind of scenarios, how we will perform the maintenance activities. In MySQL, we have analyze operation, myism check operation is there, table repair option is there, table optimization option is there actually. Okay, few things are there, like in PostgreSQL vacuum, analyze, vacuum full. MySQL we have, right, gather stats, and this one reorg. These kind of activities are there, right? In the same manner, MySQL also I have some maintenance activities. We will see that each and every activity, we'll see that how it is performing, how we are getting the benefit, that all the things we will see. Okay, later after maintenance activities I will jump into the performance tuning and optimization. This time I'm keeping the replication last actually. Performance tuning I will cover a little bit early. If you see in the performance tuning, optimization overview, how to optimize MySQL in generic, especially if any queries are there, how to tune it, how to optimize the indexes, if is there any changes can we perform with respect to database, with respect to InnoDB table C, like PostgreSQL not possible here. PostgreSQL or Oracle for all tables common tuning, but here not like that. InnoDB tables, your tuning will be different. MyISM tables tuning will be different. Okay, memory tables tuning will be different, like that actually. So that part we will see individually. So it will take a little bit time. And one more thing, query execution plan understanding, that is very important. Right now, my query dividing as a how many pieces. Right now, execution at which level it is structured actually. Suppose so and so query taking time, query structured at which level. That part also we will read it actually. Okay, first we will spend some time on the reading execution plan. Okay, then only I can try to something actually. I can see controlling the query optimizer. Where exactly it is taking time, right? That area I can spend some time and I can optimize that area. I will try to reduce the time in that layer. Okay. Later, buffering and caching. This is very important. See, definitely first time running queries and second time running query, definitely the execution time there will be a difference, right? Which is the best one? First time is it will take more time, or second time it will take more time? If I run the same query 2 times,
first time it will take more time.
First time is better or second time is better?
Second time it will take less.
Always second time is the better. Yeah. As it is getting the result set from buffer, right? Buffer and cache. Yeah. Cache it will get it, right? It no need to go to the disk to get the result set. So lot of disk IO will be reduced or increased. Disk IO will be reduced actually. Okay. So if disk IO reduced, obviously CPU usage will be reduced actually. That part we will see. And locking operations, how the locks will apply, how to clear the locks, that part also we will see. End of the day, we will see actually benchmarking. in what scenarios and what circumstances MySQL will give a better performance. That part also we will see that. Okay. And one more thing, MySQL thread process, thread basis actually. Each process it will create a thread actually. Okay. One connection come one thread, two connection come two threads, like that actually. Thread based process. So we will see how my request is getting specific thread for the query execution. That one we will see. This time partitioning, coming to partitioning, I will cover range partitioning, list partitioning, hash partitioning, key partitioning. I will give some theory part, and a few of the things range and list I will give practical session as well. Okay, how the partitioning is happening, how we will take the backup of partitioning tables. This is very nice concept. Once we are implementing partition, taking the backup partition tables is very good thing actually. This part we will see later. Upgrading MySQL, same as PostgreSQL, MySQL has major upgrade and minor upgrade both. Minor upgrade very easy, fingertips. Major upgrade it will take some time, but minor upgrade is very faster. The thing is there is no concept of patching in, no concept of patching in MySQL. The patching I will call it as a minor upgrade. Okay, minor upgrade. Why? To fix the security issues, to fix the bugs, any bugs in the previous release. So they will give a bug fixes in the upcoming release. So like Oracle, they will not release the patch files. Oracle or MS SQL, if you see, they will release this one, right? Patches, separate patch file. But PostgreSQL and MySQL not like that. They will release the minor version. Okay, minor version, you need to do the minor upgrade. We'll do one thing, both major upgrade and minor upgrade will do, and rollback also we will discuss. Okay, once upgrade complete, how to do the rollback. If application team says, hey, we don't want this one, please revert it, like that, sometimes they will come. That time how to revert it, how to roll back it, we'll see that later. For high availability perspective and disaster recovery perspective, we are implementing replication. In MySQL, master slave configuration is there. That is as usual. Master will be allowing read operation plus write operation. Standby will allow only read operation. At the same thing, the great thing is master configuration. Both the sides, writes will operate. Writes we can perform. What is the benefit actually? Load balancing will happen automatically, right? So if both servers are sharing the workload, definitely impact will be reduced on the nodes actually. So in that way, we can get a good performance compared to other databases, as it is accepting both the side write operations. So the data will be replicated vice versa, A to B, B to A. Data will be replicated. Okay, it will not depend like, hey, you have performed on A, so you go and check in A. You performed operation on B, you go and check in B, like that. There is no concept. Reverse replication. Okay, both the sides it will replicate the data, and we will see what kind of issues will come as part of building replication troubleshooting part we will see. And one more thing, especially MySQL 5 actually. In the 5, we have replication separate concept. GTID replication, based on the GTID, we'll build the replication in MySQL 5. And multi-threaded slave. Okay, multi-threaded slave means more than one slave actually. One master, more than one slave. And one more thing, if slave crashed something like that, so how to build this one crash safe slave actually. So to save or else to keep the data safe, even master completely crashed also, I can easily promote my standby as a standalone server without any data loss. That is, I will call it as a crash safe slave. And sometimes if master slave replication is there, some people they will raise a request like this: hey, don't replicate data immediately to the replica. Wait for 10 minutes or else wait for 15 minutes. Then only send the data to the replica. Wantedly, they have a requirement. Always standby should be behind 15 minutes or 10 minutes compared to master. That kind of replication, some application strategy they will expect actually. That kind of delay replication also we can build it. Okay, by mentioning the timestamp, 10 minutes or 5 minutes or up to their requirement, I can do that. And one more thing, multi-source replication also, there is a concept in the 5 series. Most of the things we will see practical. Okay, how to promote the standby as a standalone server, these kind of things we will see. If completely slave down, how to rebuild it, that kind of things we will see actually. Okay, these are the things I'm going to cover as part of syllabus. Do you have anything in your mind? And one more thing, I need to update this catalog still. I have few other things as well, especially this one, monitoring tool. I will cover one monitoring tool everywhere. It is expecting actually. Monitoring tool everywhere they're expecting. And one more thing, GUI tool to access the database server. MySQL I have actually, MySQL workbench is there. Okay, to access the database server, that one also we will see. One GUI tool I will implement, I will install, and I will show you how to access MySQL server from the GUI tool. That one also we will see. And one more thing, we will cover complete MySQL in AWS RDS as well. Once on-premises done, I will cover in there as well. And one more thing actually, MySQL, just like a PostgreSQL software, it is a freeware is there, at the same time enterprise also there, both are there. Enterprise means you will get a support from Oracle Corporation. For MySQL, enterprise is, vendor is Oracle Corporation. Okay, for MySQL. So you can get support if you go with the open source. Lot of third-party plugins are there. Like this one actually, Percona. Percona is the main contributor for MySQL features. What are the extra features like extension we are getting for MySQL? Percona is the main contributor. We will see that Percona related 2 or 3 tools, especially backup is there. Percona backup is there, extra backup. To take incremental backup with the normal MySQL dump, it is not possible. MySQL dump is there, right? With that incremental backup, physical backup, not possible. So what is the option? I will use Percona extra backup to take the backup, how to take the backup, how to restore it. And one more thing, Oracle or PostgreSQL as part of maintenance activity, we will do this one, right? Defragmentation. Whenever you are doing a defragmentation in any database, it is a offline activity. The exclusive lock will apply. So what we will do this time actually for MySQL, Percona implemented one technology, online PTI schema change actually. Okay, online PTI schema change actually. That means you can do complete reorg activity, defragmentation activity online, very minimal locking actually. Okay, very minimal locking technique, we can do the online activity. That one also we will see. Yeah, and a few more things I will add it actually, catalog, no problem. This batch I will cover most of the topics in 1 or 2 days. Slowly I will append the catalog, as this is the first batch. It's a limited concept, but by end of your session, right, still more concepts will be added. Slowly I will add it. So always I will try to share the updated course catalog only. Yeah, anyone thinking anything missing, anyone you are expecting other than these concepts, any specific concept in your mind? I will try to add that concept as well. Satish?
రామ్, పెర్కోనా మేనేజ్మెంట్ టూల్ గురించి చెప్తారండి?
Yes, that's what, right? Percona mainly for backup. One is for backup. Second thing is for online, this one, defragmentation. So if you see vacuum full activity, completely it will apply exclusive lock on the table, right? Downtime.
Yes.
So MySQL also same thing, downtime. But to reduce the downtime, we are using Percona tools, few Percona tools. We will cover 3 or 4 tools, Percona one. For MySQL, definitely, if you are saying somewhere I have 4 years or 5 years experience, definitely you should aware about Percona tools, or else they will not believe. If you say, oh, this is the first time I'm listening this extra backup and all, if you say, they will laugh actually. Okay, they will not believe. So that part I forget to mention here. I will add those as well. In this catalog, I will add that one. Percona.
So 95% టాపిక్స్ కవర్ అయిపోతాయి కదండి, 95 నుంచి 98 వరకు?
No. This concepts, whatever I mentioned, right? This will be covered 100%. Okay. In addition to this, I am adding few more topics. Percona tools and monitoring tool and graphical, this one, GI tool to access the database server. Yeah. Aish, do you have anything?
So Percona is only for backup. It is not for monitoring purpose. Am I right?
Percona, PMM monitoring purpose as well, PMM tool.
Okay, yeah.
Percona, they have PMM tool. They have extra backup. They have PTI schema change one. They have other 3-4 extensions also. Percona is the main contributor for MySQL. For PostgreSQL, lot of contributors are there. Cybertech, Fujitsu, Crunchy, Citus, lot of things are there. But for MySQL, main thing is Percona only. Lot of things they implemented. Not only monitoring tool. Monitoring tool, one of the piece actually.
Other than this is a minor version. I mean, is it like patching?
This one, yes. Major upgrade and minor upgrade. Minor upgrade equal to patching. Minor upgrade, just like a patching.
And so, what are InnoDB, MySQL?
Storage engines based on actually data type, based on the operation type, we will divide actually the way of storing the data. So how you will define? With the engine type we will define. What I will do, each and every engine is there, right? If you define one engine, for example, see, you are going to train actually. In the train, if you take a general ticket, what will happen? There is no specific seat for you, correct, right?
Right.
There is no facilities for food and all. Complete like a bulk people. Okay. It is like a not in a proper order. If you go with the reservation, they will give you perfect seat number. Okay. You can easily sit it. You can have a food. You can go to washroom. If someone comes to railway station to pick up or something like that, okay, to meet you, easily they can come to your seat, right? Like that. So that means which type of ticket you have taken, based on that only your flexibilities will be decided, right? Your flexibilities depends upon your way of choosing the, or else which way of method you choose. Here also same thing. The way I'm managing the data, it will be depends upon engine. If I assigned MySQL engine, it is completely distributed data. Data will be managed in the format of, even though it's managed in a table format, still it is not suitable for OLTP transactions. It's for OLAP. History purpose, historical purpose, I will collect some data, right? 1990, my company results, 1980, these results, 2000, this is one. Like that, we'll prepare a graphs, right? Based on historical data. That one we will call it as a analytics. For analytics kind of data, MySQL will be good. But my transaction is online transaction, like a net banking, ATM transaction, Tatkal ticket booking. These kind of things are OLTP, right? Online transactions.
Right.
Like that, actually, each and every engine has its own features. We will see that. Each engine, how it will control the data, what kind of benefits it is giving, we will see. This is just like syllabus explanation, today class. Syllabus and introduction. Tomorrow we will jump into the concept wise. Okay. Okay, then we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you. Same time, 6:30. Bye. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
రామ్
Yeah, Satish.
అది చూస్తాన్నారు కదా మీరు.
Oh, 1 minute.